back. What you got, baby? You alright?
I ain't get nothing. I need to refill my drink. Can I get a refill?
Oh, sure, I got you. I'll be right back. Take care of business.
Ladies, how would y'all feel to have more than one boyfriend? Oh, one that can do all the things, and then one that do some of the things. Is that a good idea? Or are you traditional? Oh, okay. Just wondering. I've been contemplating life, and that was just something that kind of popped up in my head. You know, cause what they do, what that song what? I just keep them satisfied through the weekend. You got 9 to 5. Yeah, that's that song, you know, to Matt. That. But if you can get a man or a woman, whatever your preference, okay. In that the juice is right there. I'm trying to do a show. This is what happened when it's being pre-recorded. It's things happening, y'all. But anyway, if you can get grapefruit. If you can get all the things that you want Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday from your prime, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can get you a weekend lover. Wouldn't that be like the life? I mean, it take pressure off of your prime. Whether it's the woman or the man, it'll take the pressure, right?
That's not what you said, though.
What'd I say?
You said, ladies, how would you like having 2 boyfriends?
Damn.
You didn't say nothing about a man or 2 women. You said 2
I
men.
said
2 men. 2 boyfriends.
But then I end up saying
No. We're going to stick right
man
there.
or woman, whatever your preference is what I said.
I get you. How would you like it to have 2 mates? Or 2 mates?
Okay, let's just say 2 mates. Damn. I was talking to the ladies. You had me up on the stage by myself.
No, well, you want to start it.
I
But
went
we're
with
going
it.
to talk. We're going to talk about the ladies. Let's go. How do you feel if you had 2 men? One for the weekend or one for the week?
It would be different because of course you got to learn somebody else. Just like in a regular relationship, you gotta learn, you gotta date, you gotta learn personality, characteristics, likes, dislikes, all of the things. People got a life of their own.
Do you want them exclusively to you? Like meaning that
it would help when they are exclusive to you. It helps, in my opinion. It helps simply because they can give you the attention. They can give you more of attention if you're like their person.
I got you.
Because if they got other, many other people, then they might not have time for you when you got time.
Time. I'm back. So back to what you were saying, baby.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, if I could get that person to give me, okay, let's just say they are not fully committed, exclusive, I should say. Let's say they got one other person, maybe 2. All right, where do I fit in? So I can get, well then if that's what it is, then give me what days or what's my time?
So again, question. I have so many questions. So when you say 2 boyfriends, do they both know what the situation is with you?
They have to know.
Okay, so that's the first thing. So because a lot
That's
of people
safe.
a lot of people will be having 2 boyfriends or 2 girlfriends. We talking about women now. They have 2 boyfriends or girls if they bisexual, whatever, or but not be telling nobody, and nobody will know. The right hand won't know what the left hand is doing. but they have them because they have an idea and a schedule with each one of them where they know where they're going to be at all times. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible
Yeah.
to you to have two boyfriends and not know. I see this all the time on paternal. Oh, what?
Huh?
You gonna slide and say something like I ain't paying attention?
I mean, I ain't always been a saint.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Anyway, so
I got two phones.
you know what I'm saying, messing with my $10.
I'm just saying, I ain't always been a saint.
No, but so like
Baby go baby.
that's it. That's it. But no, this is a real talk. Like real talk. People do different things for different reasons.
Yeah.
For the sake of this conversation that we're having right now,
Mm-hmm.
They need to know each other, right?
I in my now of my life, I have preference to transparency because
So what if
it keeps the drama
so
eliminated.
So my question is, what if the primary, since you said primary, right?
Primary for the people in the bike is obviously, let's just use Buddha as an example. Buddha is my primary. He is my main man. He is the man. Okay.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
El Capitan.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So, what if your, I guess, primary man is not feeling the secondary man? How does that work for you?
Just move on to the next.
Ooh. Is it that easy?
No, not. It depends on at what point is it communicated. I would say no. First of all, no, it's not that easy. However, it just depends on how long it takes to say it. You know, a few weeks or whatever. All right.
Let's say.
But you talking about months?
I'm talking about. Let's say like this been going on, like this. I say the triangle or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Been going on for a year, and then. Okay, for whatever reason, your primary would said Buddha at this moment says, "Nah, I'm through with that. I'm cool. You gotta let that go. End it." How would you, being in this situation, handle that? This real now. You done put in a whole year of getting to know a man.
I don't know. But I would definitely, without necessarily pushing the issue on why, but I would really want to just have a clear understanding of the why behind, like what's the doing it. Not saying that I would not dismiss the relationship, but I would be like, is it something that I'm lacking, or is like what is happening to require to that warrants this circumstance?
What if they say something like, because I said what I said, this is where I'm at, this is how I feel, I said what I said. Is that good enough? Is that a good enough
No,
answer?
It's not. All bullshit aside, no, it's not. However, home is home. And
you're gonna do it reluctantly.
I would do it because the love for you probably might have even more escalated, increased over the course of time because of having the opportunity to be trusted to actually have an additional mate. So for me, I would respect home.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty sure I would respect home.
So I mean, like in that aspect.
That's that movie.
What movie? You talking about
I just thought about it. Oh my God. YouTube.
Oh, you talking about
The
Compersion?
series Compersion.
No, that's not quite the movie, but I got you.
He did. He was like,
No, but they
cut it
were,
off. Sorry.
No,
I
but
just thought about
that's not the
something.
movie, but I mean, I see this happening in a lot of these television shows though,
Yeah.
where they moving towards everybody being either LGBT
In the community. Mm-hmm.
or this polyamorous lifestyle now, where you have everybody knowing each other, but they're okay, cool. I'm starting to see that more, which was in that movie Superfly, the new version of Superfly that came out a few years back. It kind of touched bases on a polyamorous relationship because he was with the one girl who was about the money, and with the other girl was white. It was like either a white girl, a Spanish girl, and it was a black girl, and it was him, and they all were together. So, I'm starting to see this on the rise. So, would it be fair to say, should you get in too deep with the extended relationship, or should you allow it to be like on the surface level, if by any chance your primary is like, that's got to go? Or what if you find out that this guy is more compatible with you than your primary? How do you navigate those waters?
You got me. Damn. Well.
If we're gonna talk about it,
No.
talk about it.
No, I'ma just say I would not say. One, you can't dictate emotions for a person. You can't.
Oh, like we talked about earlier.
Correct.
Oh.
I'm just saying you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't tell me that if I'm with a person for a significant period of time, we're doing things, we're sharing, talking, building, no differently than if it was a man and woman, a mono relationship. If it was, I'm going to be building. So the more time I spend with you, the more I get to know you, the more I'm vested, the more they're vested in me, etc., etc. Things be exchanged, etc., etc. So naturally, you grow fond of this person in some capacity. Might not be love, but there's a strong regard to their feelings and their emotional state of being, right?
I think about a year time. One would say you would love them.
Strongly like them. Depends, depend on if you a baby.
I mean, like, all jokes aside, like, real talk, like, so when you put yourself in these situations, right, and you start to move in these different pockets and areas of life and relationships, these are all the questions that go in, right? These are all the questions that you need to have already answered. Like, if you're in the primary relationship, you got to be secure. That foundation has got to be all the way tight, right? To the point where you or he, whoever's in this relationship, really understand where the love and how they love you and y'all love is.
Correct.
They got to understand that.
Absolutely. They definitely have to be,
because the mind,
respectful of the loyalty.
The mind is the devil's playground.
Oh yeah.
And it'll take you so many different places. So many different places.
It can.
And if you're not strong enough,
and I wouldn't even say strong enough.
When I say strong, I mean emotionally intelligent enough to handle all those things going. Like in the fact of if somebody, you come home from work one day and you used to your peoples being there and they ain't there and they didn't call or do none of the things, right? You got to be, you know what? I'm not gonna get upset. She loves me or he loves me, and they're not gonna do anything that's gonna. You got to trust in that, right? That they're not gonna do the things that's gonna hurt you the most. And speaking of which, in any relationship that you deal with, that should be a factor. You should always know what's gonna hurt your mate the most. Not saying that you're gonna pull the trigger on that,
right?
But you need to understand what your mate's boundaries is. And if you don't know, you need to tomorrow after this show, sit them down, her down, he down.
Yeah.
What are your boundaries?
Mm-hmm.
And get that out the way so there's some clarity and understanding. That's what
I got you. But great point. But I also answer the other part to what you're saying, if that person is more compatible. That's a tough one. But if just using me as the example with that, yes, I'm very sure there's a lot of people that I'm more compatible with than with Buddha. But
what you saying?
I'm still,
you out there in these streets?
Just saying, there are a lot of people that I'm more compatible with than Buddha, but the love that I have for him, and the loyalty, keeps me grounded. And so I think, despite it all, even if, because y'all got somebody. That's easier to talk to than your mate.
Oh.
They're more receptive to you than your mate.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways. In a lot of different ways. And it's not just sexual.
Hello.
Okay?
I'm usually he. I'm he.
Mm-hmm.
I'm he for real.
So with that being said, when somebody's easier than your mate, it gets blurred. The lines can become blurred in that your mate may find refuge in that person.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's where the trust that you speak on comes into play, and the foundation that y'all establish come into play, in that you know what your mate will and won't do. And then, instead of overthinking things, it behooves you to have the uncomfortable conversations. So, speak up. You ain't gotta be, but don't speak up in your feelings.
You're right.
Get yourself together, men and women. Get yourself together.
I'm not gonna say that either. But sometimes, when you're in the moment, you got to let it fly. You do.
All I'm saying,
you do.
My personal advice:
let it fly.
Do not.
You can always say you're sorry.
You can't take back. You cannot take back what you said in that moment of emotion.
You're right, but then you can't also take back what the other person did that struck you out there.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I guess for clarity, it depends on what has happened.
Exactly. You can't take it back.
However, unless it is just flat out disrespectful.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just saying, realistically, do what you gotta do, but not to the point where you've already been seeing these things happening, these behaviors and such, and then instead of when you saw it, you should have been talking.
Ooh. I got you.
Using your big boy, big girl words.
Right.
And then see what happened. So that's when you get into, is the love a noun or love a verb?
Well, that's for another show.
Or can it be both at the same time?
That's for another show.
Because that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, whatever your mate's love language is, are you appeasing that or are you appeasing your own love language?
You're right.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all.
It'll be great. I just want to chill and vibe.
Baby girl, keep it real, no lie.
Soon as Buddha turn up.
You know, baby, gonna turn up.
Ooh. Turn up.
Gonna
Turn up.